What's up, gamers? This is Bono's Gaming. I don't normally report on gaming rumors, but today we have a new rumor from VGC about the Nintendo Switch 2, and VGC has a pretty incredible track record with leaks. I don't know who they're talking to, but they seem to always know what's going on. And so given that track record, I do want to just take a moment to talk about this very briefly. I want to read this. Oh my gosh. Ads drive me so insane. No, I don't want whatever you're trying to give me. Just let me read the quote. Good grief. Sources told VGC development kits for the unannounced new console are now with partner studios, with a second half of 2024 release window set to give Nintendo enough time to ensure plenty of stock for launch. I have been saying this for months. People have thought that the Nintendo Switch 2 was coming out this year, and then they thought it was coming out in the spring, and I didn't think either of those made sense, and I'm going to tell you why. Nintendo wants to sell one more holiday sales worth of Switches. It's like if your car is out of gas, but you're coasting downhill, you don't put on the brakes. You want to get to the next gas station. And so that's what they're doing. They're coasting on the Switch right now, downhill, until they can get everything they got out of it, and then they will launch the next Switch. I also don't think it makes sense to announce it in the spring when you've just sold a bunch of them over the holiday season. And so I do think they're going to wait until the second half. I personally don't think they'll wait all the way until November to launch it. I think it will be more like an August or maybe September release, and that gives them a couple of months to work out making sure that they have their stock in all the stores for the holidays. They kind of get rid of that initial rush of people who are going to rush out and buy it, and then you get your holiday crowd a couple of months later. Moving on, it says apparently this new next-gen console can be used in portable mode like the Nintendo Switch and has an LCD screen as opposed to an OLED screen in order to keep costs down. Okay, well, first off, apparently this new next-gen console, let's just think about that phrase for a second. Would you sell an old next-gen console? Next-gen implies that it's something that has not yet been released. So, I mean, come on, guys. You write professionally for a living. So this next-gen console can be used in portable mode. That's good news. This sounds like, it's going to be something similar to the Switch, like the Nintendo Switch, and has an LCD screen as opposed to an OLED. That feels like a step back. I think they should sell maybe one of each model. But, if you are going to play this mostly docked, maybe you have a TV that you like, and that's great. It is going to keep their costs down. OLED obviously costs more, but if you're wanting to tap into both the handheld and home console markets with one device, it makes more sense to go for that OLED, even if it's going to cost a little bit more, or at least release a different model for each like they have now. It also comes with a cartridge slot for physical games, VGC said. No quotation marks there. Whatever. That's good. Cartridge slot is good. I think that obviously physical games are on their way out. It is a dying thing. You go to any retail store, you're going to see very few games on the shelves right now. That makes me really sad, but digital is where all these companies are moving, fully digital. So I'm glad to hear that this might just have a physical cartridge slot. That might only be for current Switch games so that you can play them on the new one. Either way, glad to see that that's going to be in there. The backwards compatibility question is still not answered or remains unclear, and that makes sense. I mean, we're not going to know until Nintendo says something, but that's about it. That's about all we know for today. I think that this is good news. It's good stuff to hear. I hope that whatever the next Switch is, that they don't do something so insane that it causes it to be a flop. What everyone wants is a Switch upgrade that can play at a higher resolution and at a better frame rate. That's all we need. So I think coming August, September 2024, that's my prediction, we're going to be getting next-gen system. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments, and I hope you're having a fantastic Monday. Stay kind and encouraging out there. We'll catch you on the flippity flip.